Hi, and welcome back to Just Another Stitch. For those that don't know me, my name is Connie, and today I'm going to show you how to do the floret stitch. So the supplies you will need for today's tutorial is some yarn. I'm using Hirschner's worsted weight yarn. It's a 4-weight yarn, and the colorway I'm using is lavender. Then I'm using a 5mm crochet hook. You'll need scissors to cut your ends. And I would recommend using 2 stitch markers to mark the beginning and the end of your rows. So let's get started. Okay, so for the floret stitch, this is done with a multiple of 2 plus 1. So we're going to do a chain of 15. So 14 is a multiple of 2 plus 1 would give us 15 chains. And one thing I also want to point out with this stitch, you could do it in one color like what I'm going to do in this tutorial, or every row you can change the colors and do it over 3 different colors. And I really love the effect of this stitch done in different colors. All right, let's make our slip knot. All right, insert your hook and tighten the loop on your hook. We're going to be chaining 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we have our chain of 15 now. Okay, so I'm going to put my stitch marker to mark the beginning of the row. Now row 1 is a very easy row. And row 1 will be the right side for the stitch. So you're going to skip the first 3 chains from the hook. And we're going to double crochet into the 4th chain from the hook. So yarn over, go into the 4th chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. 3 loops remain, yarn over, go through 2 loops, 2 loops remain, yarn over, go through both loops, and that's your double crochet stitch. All right, let's do this again. Yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops remain, yarn over, go through both loops, 2 loops remain, yarn over, go through both loops. And we're going to double crochet into every chain until the end of the row. And when you finish this row, you should have 12 double crochet stitches. And that is where we're going to meet back up at. Okay, you should have 12 double crochet stitches. So now we're going to start row 2. And row 2 and 3 are our repeat rows. All right, so row 2, you chain 1 and turn your work. Now, I am going to put my stitch marker over the chain because we will be working into the turning chain later. All right, so for row 2, we are going to skip the very first stitch, and we will be working into the 2nd double crochet stitch. All right, so do not work in that first stitch of the row. All right, let's double crochet into that second stitch. All right, and then the next stitch, we will do a slip stitch. So go in that stitch, yarn over, go through the stitch and the loop on your hook. All right, and we're just going to keep repeating that. Double crochet into the next stitch. And slip stitch into the next, and that is your repeat. All right, double crochet into the next stitch, and slip stitch into the next. Double crochet into the next stitch, and slip stitch into the next. Double crochet into the next stitch, slip stitch into the next. Double crochet into that last stitch where I have my stitch marker. And we are going to be working the slip stitch into the turning chain. So if you notice right in here, that was your turning chain. So that's where we're going to put that final slip stitch. Okay. Okay, so for row 2, you should have 12 stitches. And 6 of those stitches are double crochet stitches, and 6 of them are slip stitches. So we are going to start row 3, and we're going to chain 3. And the chain 3 counts as a double crochet stitch. So let's turn our work. And I am going to place a stitch marker over the chain 3. Because as you repeat rows, you will be working into your turning chains. So that way I like to do this so it lets me know where to work into. All right, so for row 3, we are going to skip the first stitch. And that was your slip stitch from round 2. So then you start the repeat of the row. And we are going to do a double crochet stitch into the second stitch. And that was your double crochet stitch from row 2. So just do a double crochet. And this row is all double crochet stitches. All right. Then you're going to double crochet into the slip stitch of the previous row. So you're going to double crochet into every double crochet and every slip stitch of the previous row. So you just keep going across doing your double crochet stitches. Okay, and just keep doing them. And we're going to work the double crochet stitch that you do in the turning chain together. So I'll meet back with you there. Okay, at this point, you should have your chain 3 that counts as a double crochet stitch, and then 11 double crochet stitches after. All right. And now I'm going to work the double crochet stitch into the turning chain. So here's how I have a stitch marker. That's where we're going to work into that area. And we work the final double crochet stitch. So now you have your 12 double crochet stitches plus your chain 3. And that is the end of row 3. And then you would just continue to repeat rows 2 and 3. And that is how you do the that is how you do the floret stitch. So let me know if you have ever done this stitch before in the comments. And let me know if this is a stitch that you plan to do. And if you try this stitch, let me know. I want to hear it all. All right, so I hope y'all enjoyed this stitch tutorial. So now it is time to leave a keyword for March's giveaway, which is called Spring is in the Air giveaway. This is a giveaway that I'm doing for March of 2025. So when you watch this tutorial, this giveaway may not be going on any longer, but I'm going to be picking 5 people randomly, and each of those 5 people will get 5 extra entries. So put the keyword purple in your comment. Purple will be the keyword, and I will pick 5 people randomly to get 5 extra entries. All right, I hope everyone has a fabulous yarny day. Bye, everyone.